You had a lot of choices in 2023. You probably had more choices this year than ever before.
100%.
So don't tell us yet who it was, but do you want to tell us who was in the last few who you were narrowing it down to?
Yeah. So in the end, over 15,000 people voted. And the final three were supermodel Gigi Hadid, daughter of known anti-Semite Mohammed Hadid. So it's a family affair over there. Hamas head Hania and Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib.
And who is the winner?
So our winner, again, over 15,000 people voted. And Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib won the dishonor.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Won, in air quotes.
Yeah.
She beat the head of Hamas?
She did.
Wow.
That's how Americans view her anti-Semitism, as being that egregious.
So why?
She beat out the head of Hamas.
For people who, I think people have a general feel that the squad is generally pretty anti-Semitic in their comments and so on. And she's been sort of the leader. She's the only Palestinian elected to Congress. So what is it specifically that she's done that you think got her this dishonor?
So since day one, since she's been elected, it's one anti-Semitic incident after another. The first day that she was sworn in and into office, what she did was replace Israel on a map with a sticky note of Palestine. She constantly votes for pro-BDS legislation.
Explain what that is for people who know.
So the anti-Semitic BDS boycott, divest, sanction movement is an anti-Semitic movement that singles out the world's only Jewish nation, Israel, in a double standard methodology and it holds it to standards that it holds no other nation. Not what's going on in China, not what's going on in Iran, not what's going on in Sudan, in Russia. Their main focus is these false atrocities and these false claims of genocide and apartheid in Israel. And and this is what frustrates so many in the Jewish community and our allies, they have no interest in helping the Palestinians. The only thing that this movement does is vilify and isolate and promote more hatred towards the Jewish community.
Yes, what is that? Because you look around just in the wake of this conflict, and Jordan won't take the refugees from Palestine, and Egypt certainly won't take them. They're like, it's a hard wall. Good luck. And nobody in the Middle East will. So if they're so sympathetic towards the Palestinians, why don't they take them? Aren't they outraged about what's happening to Muslims in other parts of the world? It's just this particular group whom they won't help.
So we've been asking this for years now. If you look at the grotesque war happening in Syria, how many fellow Muslims Assad has gassed. If you look at the civil war in Sudan, how many, literally, there's a genocide happening. You don't hear about it. You don't hear about what's happening in Iran. For some reason, the Arab world is just so grossly focused on this Palestinian conflict. There's financial incentives to keep on promoting it, and they want to keep it a Jewish problem. That's the only thing that makes sense.
It works for them on a number of levels. So Rashida Tlaib, she's just, there have been so many examples, but the one that comes to mind is when the Fox reporter got her in the hallway asking her about children who'd been murdered by Hamas. We'll play it just to remind the audience at home who she is and what she's sounded like in the wake of these atrocities in SOT 23.
Terrorists have cut off babies' heads and burned children alive. Do you support Israel's rights to defend themselves against this brutality?
We're just going to go through here.
You can't comment about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? Congresswoman, do you have a comment on Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? You have nothing to say about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? Do you condone what Hamas has done, chopping off babies' heads, burning children alive, raping women in the street?
Yeah. So that's Rashida Tlaib.
7 times she was asked, correct?
Yeah.
7 times. She could not muster a word of sympathy. 7 times. We're talking over 1,000 Israelis and foreign nationals butchered. We're talking about babies burned alive, countless women raped, girls as young as 12, 13 years old. That's what new testimony and evidence is showing. We're talking about savage raping pedophiles, elderly survivors, some Holocaust survivors, elderly victims, some Holocaust survivors, shot point blank in the head at a bus stop. A sitting U.S. Congresswoman being asked 7 times if she would denounce the murdering of babies, and she could not say no. This is stomach churning to me as an American.
What does it say about her? And I mean, we have a fair amount of the squad coming out of places in Michigan, coming out of Minnesota. What does it say about those pockets? Her district has got a lot of Palestinian Americans now there. What does it say about us that we've elected her? You know, we elected AOC. We elected Ilhan Omar over in Minnesota. Like, things don't seem to be going that great in Dearborn, Michigan.
It's not. And it's honestly an embarrassment for America that such a hate-filled individual is sitting in such a prestigious position in the United States government. And the only thing that we can hope for is that she will be voted out of office.
But she won't, right? Because her constituency feels as she does.
So I'm a very optimistic person, and I'm hoping that her constituency sees that her hate is not getting them anywhere. Mm-hmm. Her district continues to decline in economic numbers, in health value numbers. I want to know, what is she doing for her district?
How much do you worry about the immigration problem right now and who's coming in, given, the Jew hatred that we're seeing spread?
Listen, it's concerning. I think we have a massive issue at the southern border, as nearly every American does. And it's extremely concerning when we're hearing in the news that Syrian men ages 18 through 26 are coming through the southern border. What are they doing? And listen, I'm an immigrant from the former Soviet Union. We came here when I was 5 years old to escape communism and its evil twin socialism. So I'm an immigrant. I'm for legal immigration, for proper procedures and protocols and policies, and for proper vetting. However, when we're seeing, men age 18 coming, where are the women? Where are the children? Mm-hmm. Why are we seeing young men from the Middle East? So it's extremely concerning.
Yeah. Do we really want to become France? Have you seen what's happened to French people? Have you seen the change in culture over there, the change in what's happening with young women and how they're not able to walk around in certain areas with tank tops anymore without getting harassed?
No, they're no-go zones.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The French police are even afraid, to go in certain areas. So no, do we want that in the United States? And the answer is no, absolutely not.
She seems like she'd be fine with it. Tlaib, I think, would be delighted to see that happen because she's been on the wrong side of virtually every issue relating to Israel or Jewish people from the start. And you see like dead babies, tortured children, and tortured elderly, and you have any reaction other than I'm horrified, and I'm happy to tell you that in a microphone. There's something wrong with you. Like, there's something wrong with this person. But she's not alone. She's not alone. That's why you had so many to choose from. And there's a story every day. And God bless you guys at Stop Antisemitism, because as you know, I'm all over your X feed.
You are. Thank you so much for your allyship.
Of course. I can't believe it's like drinking from a fire hose, right? You must have so many people sending you things. Yes. And among other things, those hostage tear down videos are so irritating because the callousness with which 9 times out of 10, it's like some young female, there's men too, but like it's often some young female woke college campus loser who has zero empathy for what's happening in many cases to the female hostages, including Americans, right now. So we put together just a little montage of some of the best of. Here it is in South 30.
Why are you ripping these down?
Because it's false information and you're beat.
What's false? Hold on. What's false about it?
Listen, I'm going to rip it off whether you're here recording me or not. I already spoke to a cop. This shit is legal, so you're beat.
No, stop.
You're so
legal,
beat. It's
why
100% legal and you're beat. What you going to do about it? You got a problem?
This is fucking outrageous.
What's outrageous?
You.
Why don't you do something for Palestine? Why don't you do me?
This is for Palestine. Your name. Show your face. Show your face. Show your face.
Don't worry about it.
You're going to be. I'm not touching
You're harassing us.
Okay. No. You'll be all up.
Why are you tearing them down? Innocent people were kidnapped.
People killed tearing down a poster of my cousin Sharon. She is currently hostage in Gaza right now. What the fuck are you doing?
You really
that is my cousin. My cousin's hostage in Gaza, and you're tearing a poster down of her.
When they won't show their faces, I mean, it's especially annoying. Like, you don't even have the guts to own what you're doing.
We view it as challenging, where it gives us extra incentive to see who they are and kind of look into, their methodology, their internal thinking as to why they're doing what they're doing.
How often do you get your man or woman when you post and say, please help us identify who this is?
We're about a 50% success rate.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, it's a lot of college kids. We've had a few medical professionals.
Yep, I've seen that.
A dentist, a
more than a few.
Right. I'm using that loosely. And it's honestly, what's troubling to me, some of these women doing it are mothers, we've found out. And when you're looking at a poster of a kidnapped baby and you have any other thought than awe or, oh my gosh, what happened, or anything besides empathy or compassion, and instead you have this rage and anger that causes you to actually destroy property that's not yours, you have to ask, what kind of person, how much hate do you have to be filled with to physically tear something down and destroy it?
The Megyn Kelly Show is supported by Grand Canyon University. Founded in 1949, GCU is a private Christian university that is dedicated to delivering an affordable and transformative higher ed. Their vibrant campus is located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, and according to niche.com, it's ranked a top 25 best campus in the country. As of June 2023, GCU offers 330 academic programs, with over 270 of them online, allowing you the freedom to earn your degree on your time from wherever you are. At GCU, your degree, whether it's a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, integrates the free market system and a welcoming Christian worldview. Learn more about GCU's programs, competitive tuition rates, and scholarship offers from your own university counselor. They are part of the supportive graduation team that's going to take a personalized approach to helping you achieve your academic goals, walking alongside you every step of the way. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. For more information or to enroll, visit gcu.edu. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.